All right. Hey, Sister Team Hub. It's weird saying that, like not in the team page. Like this is our hub. We're a sister team. We're all close knit and sisterly. So we're so excited tonight, and I hope you guys are too. It's so cool to be able to collaborate with other people and just get new ideas, and I feel like it's bringing a fresh new momentum to everybody. And I really feel like it was the perfect timing after going to the Diamond Retreat in Vegas last weekend, just because I feel like we got a lot of really great ideas. So I don't know, I'm really excited. So I'm excited to see what you guys wrote down for words. And I think tonight I know that Lindsay kind of talked about this the other day on how we're going to kind of set up each month, but I think we're going to break it down a little bit more. I think the thing here is we want to put things in place so that there's no guesswork. Like you will all always have a challenge that we're inviting to. We always know where we are in the month, and it's just systematic so that when we add new coaches, when you guys add new coaches, it's really easy to get them plugged in, and it just is, I don't know, it just is going to be a lot easier. So
duplication,
yes. And I love that, like, our group page has like they added those little link bubbles at the top, so I feel like we can do a lot with those too. So this is all brand new. So if anybody has any suggestions or things to add on to kind of what we've already talked about, we had, a 3-some-hour plane ride on the way home from Vegas. So we did get some collaborating done. But Lindsay, do you kind of want to break down this will be starting in December. And like I said, this is like our temporary game plan. It may change, and we're always open to feedback. We just thought that this would be super helpful. I'll go ahead.
Okay, so kind of what we're thinking, my goal is always to have my challenge group, at least like the name of it and what I kind of want to do, at least a month ahead of time. And I don't always do that. And I get to the end of the month and I'm scrambling to try to get together. So I didn't know, Laura and I were talking, and maybe we could do like a Zoom the first Tuesday of the month. And that is where we just kind of have a work time. So it's not even necessarily like us. I mean, we can talk like if somebody has questions or whatever, but it's going to be more of like a sit down, set that. It's almost like a together power hour to plan your next month's challenge group. We can even like talk about, so for example, I was going to share in the team page, like I'm going to do a 12 days of fitness group in December, and anyone is welcome to. I would love to help you set one up, kind of tell you how I do it, and pair people up if people want to like partner up first things. But yeah, so the first Tuesday of the month is going to be more like planning challenge groups for the following month. And then the second Tuesday is going to be more of like a visual check-in. So like somebody will post a picture about like are you inviting to the business? Are you inviting to challenge groups? That kind of stuff. And then the third Tuesday is going to be another work day where if you want to work a little bit more on your challenge groups. And then the fourth Tuesday is going to be more like content. So actually like maybe bringing in guest speakers or other leaders on the team, sharing best practices and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the overview of what we're kind of going to do.
Is that overwhelming for anyone, or does that sound
like helpful?
Right.
I think it sounds good.
Okay.
Like I feel like
I think it sounds helpful.
It's nice to know what's going to happen at each Zoom.
Perfect.
And if you're like, oh, I'm not like needing that tonight or whatever, you know what to expect.
Right.
Yeah. And if you don't like if that, oh, go ahead.
After that first Zoom where we're talking about the different challenge groups, maybe put a post on there on our group. So if anybody wants to jump in and help with one, if they don't necessarily have an idea, or that way we get different collaboration.
Yeah, just keep the consistency on the page too.
Right.
What's the difference between the two challenge group Zooms?
I would honestly, they're kind of similar. I would say the first one is to get you like thinking about the next month. So you actually just sit down and have work time to actually like, okay, come up with a name, you can make your event page. You don't have to make it public, which I just learned this the other day. You can make a public event page if you like to use event pages, but you don't have to publish it until you want to.
Right.
So, I mean, you can make
during that
graphics.
Time, think about like, if you have extra time and you get done with your event page, you already know what your challenge group is. I would start crafting some of your posts for invites.
Because here's where I'm confused. This is the red in me. So let's say tonight is our first Zoom for challenge groups.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we already be inviting to our challenge group for next month?
It's for the next month.
It's for.
So we're doing 2 months
It's
ahead.
for December.
A full month ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in December.
We're planning for
January's.
Yep.
No. Because I'm already inviting to my December group in November.
Right.
We're saying
right.
to start
for December.
So December.
Yeah, we're inviting for January.
Right. But
So our the first Tuesday of December, we will be planning our January challenge groups.
Okay, I'm confused.
So you have 3 weeks. So you have 3 weeks to like plan. And Sarah Morrison went live yesterday in Team Fit and Free, and she gave a really great example. Like, I'm going to try this. I don't know why I wasn't doing this. She said, print out a calendar of the month, write down when you want to put your event page live, put down your last deadline date for people to get into your challenge group. So like if they have to order Shaco to get in, it should be like 5 weekdays before that. And then you go in and write down what you're going to post in your event page every day. So, and you can do that during that Zoom. It's just more of like a work kind of thing. If you want to sit down, you don't have to come to these if you already kind of have your own system for what you do for your challenge groups, but
right. We just want to put something in place that's easy when, new coaches join our team. There's not as much questioning as like how to get them started in running their own challenge groups. And this is just going to be an easy way to plug them in because we're all going to kind of be on the same page. Like, and Julianne has always said this, I just am really bad at planning ahead. As the day that her new group is starting, she's already starting to invite for her next group.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do. So technically, when you guys are working on your December groups, I'll be working on my January group.
That's what we're doing, Ree.
We're saying the exact same thing. Yeah. So the first Tuesday in December, which is the 5th, we're going to meet and we will be planning our January challenge groups.
Okay.
So then you'll have 3 weeks to invite for your January group. And then so every first Tuesday of the month, we'll plan for the following month. And if you like to go ahead, sometimes I like to know what my challenge groups are like a couple months ahead so I have a little more time to like get content together. That's totally cool too. So
I wonder if that middle Zoom would be better. Like that second one for challenge groups would be better to start planning your challenge group for like 6 weeks ahead. Because then you have, like if people need to order and need a full week. So will both those be like identical Zoom things or will one be?
Yeah, they could be.
I'm just curious. It's the red in me as well.
For sure. And this was just kind of like our rough draft idea. So we were thinking, the first Tuesday we'll plan what our challenge groups are going to be, get the event page up, and so that you have something to invite to. And then the following week, there's not a Zoom, but it's just like a check-in and just kind of sharing with the team, how did you invite to this challenge group? Just so that you're staying accountable, and that whole week you're inviting to it somehow. Then the third week, we actually can have a Zoom where you're putting the content in for it. You're scheduling your posts on Tracker app if you're doing that, or scheduling your posts in your group page on Facebook if that's how you do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like I said, if this does not work for you, this was just an idea to kind of help everyone. And that way, like if people want to team up to run challenge groups, it's going to be really easy because everyone's going to be planning them around the same time.
Any questions?
I can't tell if people are overwhelmed or if this is not a good idea.
No, it makes sense. was overcomplicating it. And like, no, I think it's great. The red in me loves it.
Well, I think it's more like Lauren was saying, like more for newer coaches, especially. Like if you have a system set up where you want to do, you know, whatever, like I just like mentally planning with other people just to hold myself accountable, one. And two, the month slips away from me sometimes. And as red as I am, sometimes it still is a week before. I'm like, I have a challenge group starting next week. Now what? So
I'm the same way.
But yeah. So it helps, you know, in that way for new coaches. I mean, people are allowed, you know, you can talk, ask questions during it, but it's more of like a, I don't know, kind of a challenge group power hour-ish for 20 minutes maybe. So, yeah.
Change is hard, but change is good, right?
And you don't have to get on them, you know, like if you have, you know, when you do them, you don't have to get on the Zooms either. So it's just more to help people that want the help for it. So, because I need help.
For sure. So, and then that last Friday, that's kind of like a pop-up, or not Friday, the last Tuesday of the month. It's like a pop-up Zoom. So if anybody ever has something that they want to share, something that's working for them, best practices, that type of thing. I don't know if we could do like a sign up thing for it, or if you guys just want to message us, let us know if there's something you want to share. So cool. I don't like how quiet it is. Does everybody want to get their word out? And then each person can kind of share a little bit of kind of what they're hoping to have in this new team page. Because this is important. Like we're in a fresh start right now. So we can kind of make it what we want it and just, yeah, go from there.
Who wants to go first?
I will call people out.
I'll go first. I'll go.
We have a taker.
Unified.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Do you want to give like a brief description of what you're viewing with that, Ree?
Not what we just walked away from. I don't know, just more.
What do you mean what we just walked away from?
Nick.
Oh.
More knowing that we all come to the table for the same reasons, the same goals, the same ideas. If I come to you and vent, it's between me and you, but then obviously if it's something huge, it needs to be addressed. You know, to know that it's a safe place, what we say here stays here. We don't go blurt it out all over social media if it's something personal and we're not ready to share it with the world, but we want to share it here. Just know that we truly are family. We come together as one with the same mission, same goals, same visions. We got each other's backs. No junior high, high school backstabbing, bullcrap. That's my vision.
So positive.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said so positive.
Well, it is when we get there. Just
I know what you mean.
You know, I just it's not girl drama being a bunch of girls.
Yes, for sure. We've got that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the not girl drama. I feel like we're pretty close-knit, positive people.
So do we know?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do we know if Nick has taken anybody?
I don't think so.
No.
Nope, I don't think he has. I think
Okay.
a lot of people unfriended him.
Has everybody unfriended him or no?
Just about, I think. So
I hope all of our challengers got out before. Still
it's
makes
hard.
me upset.
I know. I think it just makes us, I think it's just going to encourage us to stick with our mission. Like we have the solution to end the trend of obesity. We have the solution to provide lifelong health. And I think we just have to hold that and just run with that.
Because it kind of makes me think that, like, he was just preaching to the choir since I've been with him for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And then this wasn't working for him, so then he switched to something else.
That's like a quick fix mentality, I feel like, to just like, oh, this isn't working out, I'm going to go try this out instead. Because he'll just continue to hop businesses like that till something sticks.
Yeah. And I think, like, I don't want to get off track too much here, but I think the really important thing to remember is you do have to put the work in to get results. You have to put the time in. It takes dedication, sacrifice. You know, you have to put the work in. So, and I think that's important.
You have to be unified and trust your team.
Yes, for sure.
That's where it came from. You have to that's why I chose my word, because you have to lean on the team. You have to open up. You have to trust each other, and that we do have each other's best interest at heart. So,
for sure. 100%.
And you have to do the work. You can't expect someone to do the work for you and then get mad. So,
yeah, definitely. Thanks, Ree.
Sorry to get off topic.
No, we're good. We're good. And I haven't talked to you very much about that, Danielle. We should probably have a chat sometime soon. I'm glad that you're here. We're all glad you're here.
It was only because Ree challenged me. No, just kidding.
I could have done that too. She's better at challenging than I am, though.
Yep.
All right, next word. Who's next?
I'll go. Oh, go ahead.
It really helps if I'm not on mute when I make sound effects. I was muted. If anybody needs a 70-pound lap dog, I'm willing to hand him off at this point tonight, by the way. He's a little needy. I wrote down fortitude.
Awesome.
Mainly because I was obsessed with One Tree Hill for many, many years.
Me too. Me too.
Oh. And I just wrote down fortitude because the definition is courage in the face of pain and adversity. And I feel like the only reason anyone really, like, it kickstarts everyone's journey. There's some adversity that they hit, or pain, or something that pushes us to do it. And so to kind of have that open space to talk about it and to lean on. I know a lot of my team members know I've had a really, really rough week and a half around here. The farm's not been a pleasant place to be. But it's kind of a nice to have someone to have your back. I forget to lean on people. I tend to take care of everyone. So I just thought it was a good word for the fit.
Love it.
Very good.
I love, like, the first two words so far, just like really working together. And I love that. Awesome.
Well, I'll throw a third one in for you.
Okay. Support.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing, pretty much.
Love it.
I mean, I feel like a lone island sometimes over here because I'm all the way in California. So, like, the time difference and, like, a lot of things are different. So, like, from the new team, I think I just, like, I don't know, kind of like Lacey was saying, to lean on the team more, because I don't do that. And then kind of see what happens from there. But
lean on us and we'll come visit you in California.
wow, come on.
Mackenzie,
I'm out there every year.
Mackenzie,
I come out every year, so.
This might be a weird question. I have never seen you before. Are you from Inspired and Fit?
No.
No? Okay, she's new to the Heart and Hustle or what?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Couple months, but I usually work Tuesday nights, so I'm never on the
Okay, I'm like, I've never seen you. So,
yeah. I'm on the page
I was
with
gonna-
Kenzie on there, so that might be why.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I was just going to say you're in such a good spot for this, especially with these two teams combining. just because, you guys, first off, with Heart and Hustle, the amount of heart and the live videos that we have had lately and the emotion before we even combined, it's amazing. And if you guys are ever struggling, it's a really awesome place to come to. But when we went to Summit, too, I was with all of these Reds and traveling with all of these Reds, Lindsay included. And I found out that I had to be in the airport for 12 hours, and the Blue just starts bawling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I'm like terrified to go talk to them because I'm afraid they're going to be like, oh my God, you big baby. But they were amazing, you guys, amazing. They're like, the moms in them came out, and I was like, oh my God, I have like 5 moms right now. Lindsay's husband, I think, offered to, I don't know, do something to get me from the airport. And I'm just like, what we have in this team is unlike anything else. And I just want you guys to know that if you're new, especially if your coach has left you behind, anything like that, this is where it's at. And don't be afraid to open up to that.
For sure. Just a side note, Kenzie is actually a Red.
I am.
Yes!
I know. I have, I think, 3 PS coaches who are Reds, Lindsay included.
I know.
They're all
Red. I'm like, yep, those are my people.
Yep.
I got you, girl.
Oh, I know. I could tell when you were bringing up the Zoom meetings. I was like, wait, I'm on the same page.
I love it. Danielle, do you have a word?
I do. Probably can't read it. I don't have white paper.
Oh, you're fine. I can't read it. What does it say?
Encourage.
Encourage. Love it.
I tend to do more in my head than when I type out on the actual pages. So I probably look like a slacker, but in my head I'm cheering you on.
Oh, you're doing great. Encouragement is a huge thing among the team and with our challengers. So I think that's a really, really good quality for all of us to have. Awesome. Lisa, how about you?
Safe. That's my word. It should be like a safe place to come and whatever, so you can put out there whatever's on your heart and, get the support and all that, but feel safe to say what you need to say, how you're feeling, and, does that make sense?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely important to have that. And that's the cool thing is I feel like we've always had a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think sometimes it's just scary, joining another team and all of a sudden you kind of feel like maybe that safeness is questionable for a little bit, but we all have the same end goal. We all have the same drive to help people. And I think that's really important to remember. So awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Riley.
Well, I was going to write down heart, but I figured somebody else would already do that. So I don't know if you can read this. I put grace.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because when I started this journey, I did not give myself grace. And I think with all of us striving to help people and save people and do all these awesome things, we strive for perfectionism sometimes. And through life, we're not going to ever be perfect. And so we have to learn to love ourselves through this process, but also be successful, but also find that happy balance and grace. So, yeah.
Awesome. And it looks different for everyone too. That balance.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's have Kim go next.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Support.
Yeah. Times 2.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
This is just where I come for my accountability and to find just happiness, because everything out there, I mean, you can make your day miserable just by being part of your job or your things that are happening in real life, and this is just, you guys are so positive, and I can always check in on the page and find support and push through and push play and reach out to people and try and change lives. So that's
Awesome.
where it is.
Yay. Thanks, Kim. Kaylee.
Riley, we think a lot alike. I did heart and I decorated it all fun. But it was, first word that came to mind was heart. But at the same point, because I was like Riley, I'm like, do I dare put heart? Because everybody's going to put heart from Team Heart and Hustle. But then the other word that came to mind was mission. And that's where I think, I know in Team Heart and Hustle, a lot of us had to step back. You kind of get lost in the mix of the business and you forget why you started. So to always remember to lead with your heart is a really big thing for me. I know I always have to take myself back to that place because I did not join this business to make $1. So that's not my reason.
I love that. 100%. I was just talking about that this weekend. Raise your hand if you joined this like without the intention of making a dime. Like you just truly wanted to either help yourself or help somebody else. Like this is gonna make me cry looking at this because people forget that. They forget it so easily. And that's really cool. And I would keep doing this if I didn't get paid to do this. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's truly amazing. And I feel like, honestly, I was going to say this. So the people who I've had on my team, I've had maybe 2 or 3 people sign up because they wanted to make an income. They're no longer coaches. It did not work for them because they didn't have the heart behind it. They didn't have that mission. So always remember that if you feel yourself getting sucked in, looking at your commissions, looking at volume, bring yourself back to that step 1. Why did you sign up? I love that.
You can't be a coach and expect to make a dime when you don't believe in what you're preaching.
Right.
You don't like the products, you don't like the videos, you're not really going to get anywhere.
For sure. Jessica, what's your word?
My word is authentic.
Love it.
So a lot of the same reasons Kaylee was just talking about with heart is that authenticity and being real with what we're doing and genuine in how we approach relationships with people. Without that authenticity, you can't help people. So that's my word.
For sure. I have to brag on Jessica a little bit here. She just had her first customer order clean week, which is super exciting. And she posted it in the team page and she said, this person reached out to her and asked how many Shakeology shakes they need to drink in a day to lose weight. And she posted in the team page and was like, more than anything else, aside from having my first sale, I am so excited to help transform this person's mindset. And I think like she nailed it. Like that's what this is all about. It makes me teary talking about it actually. But yeah, love it. Lindsay, what's your word?
Okay, so this is going to surprise some people, I think. Totally not a red word. Is it backwards?
No, we
Oh. Is it good? I was like, it's backwards. It's not enough. It's fun.
I don't think
Okay,
we have any
so-
yellows on tonight. Oh,
I know. So I'm representing the yellows. So I think that I get too hung up on red crap, and I need to learn how to have a little fun. And I think that you guys totally bring the fun, and we need to bring the fun in the team page, and still, like, it's the heart, the grace, all that stuff. Like, it's just, that's fun when you have that community and you can just be a total goofball, or, you know, I don't know, just ready to have some fun. So
Yeah, I think we should totally have fun. If it's not fun, why do it? I mean, you're helping
Yeah.
people, but you got to bring fun to it too.
summit's fun and learning's fun, and yeah.
Definitely. All right, last word. Mine was collaborative. You can read it. So just kind of same thing, working together, but if you have ideas, voice them. You know, if you have something that's working for you, share with the team about it. Or share it with the team. Yeah, just work together. So I'm so excited. This is going to be great. So,
By the way, we're planning a wine party in March after Riley has her baby. And then Kaylee will have a wine party for you.
Perfect.
Yes.
Winos for life.
Mm-hmm.
I just got, what are they called? An e-card or a meme the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it said, I can't believe after all of these years of having Pinterest, none of those crafty moms have figured out how to make wine in a crock pot. What a waste of my time.
Yeah, right?
That's awesome.
So, perfect. Well, does anybody have anything else that they want to talk about? Any ideas that they have? No? You guys are so laid back. I love it. Either that or extremely judgmental and not speaking up. I'm just
These
kidding.
girls are cool.
It's not that one.
Totally kidding.
So
Sometimes I
I'm
struggle with silence, and I think that's because as a teacher, like, you know, the dead air is not good. I'm like, I need answers here.
Well, and dead air means they have no idea what you're saying to them.
I know.
It explains a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Brianne.
when are we going to start planning summit?
Someone's excited. I don't know about you, Rhiannon, but as far as my brain goes right now, it goes to January. That's yeah, wait time for sure, Jess.
Rhiannon, just make a page and then people will slowly start working on it.
Here we go.
Killing me, Smalls.
Question, what is Summit?
So Summit is an annual, it's kind of like a weekend conference. It starts on a Thursday and goes till Saturday. So it's really short. This year it is in Indianapolis. You should definitely go. So raise your hand if you've been to a live event, and raise your hand if it changed the game for you somehow, like lit a fire in you, or you learned something that just how great this opportunity is. Like, Summit is the best one to go to. And
you get to work out with the super trainers, which is
Yeah.
cool. At least that's why I go, but you know. I'm just
I was
kidding. I
pla-
like to learn stuff too, but
it's fun.
I was planning on going with Nick and a bunch of other people, but
Go with us.
I guess I'm going to go with you guys.
Yes, you are. I forget, Danielle, where do you live?
Altoona, Iowa.
Okay, we're not far.
So not far, no.
So,
How much is it to go to Summit?
I think the tickets right now, are they still under
I
200?
think they're 145, I think, through the end of December, maybe.
Okay. I would snag them before then to get the
Yeah.
discounted rate.
So are you guys all close enough to drive there?
Yeah, how are we gonna do that?
So
Are we
someone
not
can
a
go
bad
in here
drive?
from the airport.
I'm gonna stop.
I drove
recording.
to Indianapolis last year.